Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 25 of our Let's Play for Medieval Dynasty. If you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe, but without further ado, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, here we are loaded in. So I did do the field back here yesterday. We did get our respec done in our last episode, but I also did up our fields, so we're in good shape there. Unfortunately, I don't know how riveting today is going to be. Most of today is going to be building and or recruiting, I think, because we need to get our fold up and running, and we need to get our markets up and running. So those are going to be our main kickers. So let's go ahead and see, where can we... Okay. Okay. So this is going to be stone still. So we're just going to jump right into the building. The building's going to help too, because we need the building XP to get to our mine. And that is our next big goal. I'm also going to have to make it a point to start crafting bigger batches of stuff at the end of the stream. Even if, like, I need to use all of our resources, because we do not have far enough down the production tree to actually utilize iron once we unlock it through the mine. There are obstacles blocking the build site. Weird. I guess it was me standing there. Okay, 6 logs. And Lord knows we've got enough logs and stone for this. Okay. So straw, it looks like. And there are 4 roof sections. So we're going to need 32 straw. So we'll go on down and grab our straw. This will be a good time to revisit what we've got going on for our production as well, as we have quite a bit of production that is out of sorts between pregnancies and just not keeping up on it as closely as we should have. Hey, Stessa. Right? That was by far my favorite part of that episode as well. The Superman off the back of the horse into the field. I'm so glad that was on camera. Oh, I spent the first 10 seconds after it happened going, did that really just happen? And then it just hit me all at once. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh. There was even a little hiccup in the game right before it happened, so I think the collision engine just kind of had an aneurysm. Like, I don't know that we can recreate that even on the same rock. Right? Oh. I'm so excited for sheep because this is going to let us start doing wool, and it's going to let us start doing milk, which means we can make cheese, which is another really good food. And cows will produce milk as well, but I don't really see the point in getting cows for milk when we can get it from sheep as well as wool. I feel like getting more sheep would be better than pulling in cows on top of it. And I could be wrong. I might read something later on. I'll have to look into it a little bit. But I feel like that's just going to be the more strategic play there. Well, and remember too, you also have to have the fold unlocked, which is a ways down the tree for farming. Let's see. Management, no, tech. So the fold's under farming, I believe. Yeah, the fold actually comes after the stable. Yeah, you can't buy them until you have a fold built. So that's kind of pointless. Well, and we had been so excited, well, I had been so excited about getting the mine so that we could start getting iron and making iron tools. The problem is there are no iron tools here. So if you come over here, the workshop, or I'm sorry, the smithy 3 is what unlocks iron tools. So we're only halfway to iron on the crafting tree because we just got the market stall. So even getting the mine's still going to help us to mass produce bronze tools, but even if we get the mine, we're not going to get iron tools for a little while yet. I mean, we could always buy them, I suppose, but everything up to now has been more or less self-sufficient, and I'd like to keep it that way. I very much prefer only selling, not buying. So let's go ahead and build the fence ahead of time because we know we're going to need it. So we're just going to bring it straight back. And straight over. And straight back. And then we'll have to take out this center chunk here so that we can put in a fence. I was seriously considering using this as a fence for both sides, but I wasn't sure that I could get this to connect to that. And I didn't want to risk the sheepies getting away. So let's see. So that's perfectly in the stick. There we go. Alright, we are going to have to get some sticks. So let's take our horse instead of running around like crazy. Can't we harvest from horseback? Yeah, but I think because of the way that he trots, that's not going to be efficient. So limestone, there's not a mine for it. You can get it from the excavation shack. That's where we've been getting ours, is these two right here. But you can get it from surface rocks. If you give me just a moment here, I will show you exactly what I mean, because there are some near our house. Okay. So let's... Where did I leave the horse? There he is. So, when you see surface rocks, and I know there are some over by the starting area, so you should have some near where you set up as well. But if we come up here, like these surface rocks here, if we pull out our pickaxe, it's a rock 100%. It'll tell you need a pickaxe if you don't have one out. And if we harvest it, we get limestone and stone. 2 limestone, 4 stone. That's why limestone is so hard to get. Because yeah, this whole hilltop's covered now. Like everything's going to say depleted, and we got 4. So the excavation shed is really the best way to go about getting them. I mean, that's why we have 2 up. The whole reason we built the second one was just to get a bunch of limestone. The upside is... Yeah, absolutely. The upside is that a stone house actually is better insulated than a daubed wattle house. So even just the basic stone is going to see better than what you would have had if you had not built out of stone. I really wish that the stick plants would show up when you hold down your alt skill. Like these do, but these don't. Yeah, workers are always the hang up. They really are. I mean, that's what we're going to run into here very shortly once we get these markets up. And even the fold. Like, I don't have anybody for the fold either. I mean, it's built, but that does us 0 good if we don't have anybody to man the damn thing. There's only manure left in here. I actually had to cut back how much fertilizer we were making. So what I did is I figured out how much fertilizer we're using per year. So we have 2 fields of 100. So that's and they harvest 3 times a year. So that's 600. And then we have a field of 30 and a field of 20, which is 50, that we harvest twice yearly. So that's another 100. So we have 700 total that that we're using per year. So I took 700 divided by 12, because there's 3 days per season, 4 seasons per year, to figure out how much fertilizer to make every day. And that should come out even, provided you start before winter. And we did, so it shouldn't be an issue. Services, market stall. Oh, these aren't big! That's good! We can work with this. Okay. So... I think our first couple are actually going to go this direction. So we're going to go west as close to center as we can get it. Want to even with these guys. We'll put one there. And we're going to do it again. So I think we're going to want a minimum of 3, but we're just going to start with 2. Okay, logs and planks. So let's take... Yeah, our fertilizer's getting out of hand. We've got 400 of it in storage. Our firewood's getting out of hand too, as we've been slowly insulating things. They've been making the same amount as the uninsulated people needed. The only reason I haven't reduced the amount that they're making is we're about to build more houses and get more people in them. So the amount used is going to go up. And I'm hoping that that offsets it. I mean, we'll see, but I hope. We need 8 of these for the base. Let's run on down here. And I think I finally figured out what we're going to put at the end of the street where the houses form a corner. I think that's where we're going to put the tavern when we unlock it. That way the tavern is right in the corner of the housing district, because I feel like that's a good spot for a tavern. Maybe not for travelers, but for the locals at least. Alright, so what do you need? You need 4 planks, 4 planks. Linen fabric. A bunch of linen fabric. Well, shit. Like a bunch. I mean, we've got it. That just means that I'm going to have to take... Yeah, we've got it. We just can't let him use it right now because we're going to need a bunch of it. Oh! It only takes 8 for the whole thing. Okay. I thought each one of these, I thought that was 8, that was 8, that was 8, and that was 8. That's not nearly as bad as what I thought. We're still going to have to go easy on it, though. In fact, I think I'm going to put some of it in the smithy here where we've got our other materials. Not all of it, but we'll put 24. That's enough for 3 more markets if we need them. And then he can have the rest back for making hats. I'm seriously considering putting up another weaver as well, or sewing shed as it were. He's having a real hell of a time keeping up with our demand. And as far as I know, we can only have the one in there. So it's been kind of a downer. Okay, what are we looking at for planks? What do we have in storage? We've got 91, so we can afford to pull out 8. Now, as far as I know, these guys can only have 1 worker. But they take diplomats, I believe. And I know, like, our wife has the skill, but I don't want to pull her off of hunting because we really need the meat and the fur and whatnot. So I would like to leave her where she's at for now. But if we look at... Oh my, it just started pouring down rain. So we need 1 person for our fold. We need... Where's it? Services. There we go. So yeah, 1 each it looks like. And then we can pick what they sell, right? Oh. I don't know how to pick what they sell. So we will have to experiment with that. So let's eat. And then we can grab 2 more potages. And put our bowls away. And then I think we're gonna sleep so that we can go and see if we can find somebody to hire for all of our open positions. Well, no. Let's work on building a house first, because we need more housing for people, or there's no point in hiring them. So right now we have room for 1 producer and 2 randoms, and that's just not enough. Because we need at least 1 digger, we need 1 producer, and we need 2 diplomats. So we need at least 4 people. So let's come on down here and grab 108 stone. And I always forget how many logs I have to refer to my notepad. $38 logs. Yes, food very much matters for workers, or for villagers. If their mood hits negative 100%, they will leave you. They will leave the village. The higher their mood, the more they produce. So that is very, very much important. So remember, we had somebody with a mood of 0 that had a production of 5, and the person who had the mood of 72 had a production of 7. So it's actually a significant gain. But the food, water, and fire are very, very important. And having them in the bigger stone houses makes them more happy as well, which is the main reason that we've been spamming these super huge houses, even though they're expensive, is because we need that mood as high as possible for maximum production. I'm really glad that we took that point out of the building speed. I'm not really noticing a difference at all. And we got that point to spend elsewhere. Nope, still can't move. At least with the foundation up, we can get the horse inside now. And now that we know that the horses and donkeys can fit through doors, we don't have to worry about that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's going to be a really slow episode today with all this building. I mean, it's going to be fun for designing the village, but other than that, it's between the building and the recruiting. Because I do need to go and recruit some people before the season shifts. Because when the season shifts, we're going to get new hobos at the various villages. So that'll give us 2 cracks at them instead of 1 if we get them before the changeover. And remember, when you're recruiting, to know what you're looking for, position-wise, and to always go for the tier 3s, because that's the highest that the hobos are going to start at. but you also want them to start at the highest, because their mood also goes up if they enjoy doing what they're doing. Well, to be fair, my people are still surviving on potage, and likely will be until we start getting cheese rolling in from the sheep. It's one of the most efficient foods. It's not the best food by any means, but it's one of the most efficient. And I mean, they were hobos when we found them, so they can just be happy they have food, right? And they all have nicer houses than I do. Did I grab one too many rocks? That doesn't seem right. Apparently I did. Alright, and then 80 planks and the house is done. We might need to grab some sticks. At least one stick. To make a new bronze hammer, because this one's almost had the weenie. Do we have any sticks? We do. Let's take 2, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of building. And then 80 planks. So unfortunately after this house, any further houses, we are going to have to actually shave the planks as well. I mean, that'll give us production XP, which is good, but it is extraordinarily time consuming. Okay, so we want, whoops, 2, 3, 4 bronze bars. How did they eat through all the copper already? Man, we gotta get a mine up. And hopefully, I don't know how far we still are from the mine. I didn't check the XP, but hopefully this will, building these houses will get us there. Well, we know that we don't get XP by adding resources. We only get XP when the finished tile is done. So we'll stop at 1 left, and we'll check our tech for building. So it looks like we're at 4301.5. Now we are at 4304.5. So we get 3 points for building these nice roofs. And it is per, yeah. See, 4304, still 4304, so it's only when the tile's done. So this should be 4308.5 when this one's done. And it's 4307.5, so I apparently cannot math. But still, that's so... In order to get the last 700 points, that is a whole lot of building. Well, there went our hammer. Good thing we still have 2 left. Yeah, well, and remember, each tile inside the house, so each piece of the roof, each wall is XP. So, I mean, a house is actually worth quite a bit when you split it out that way. But still, 700 is a lot. Especially when you only get 3 per tile. Okay, so we built those 2 markets. Looks like we might be able to get a 3rd market in here before we have to worry about turning the corner. That's probably not a bad idea. So let's do another market stall. Unfortunately, that also means more planks. Trying to get it as close to even as I can. And then we're going to have to do another house over here. So let's do... because we do need more housing. Like, the houses aren't just being built for XP. We actually need the houses. I would never build something just because we needed the experience. Or if I did, I would tear it down immediately afterwards. These actually are multi-purpose. And this one's going to be a wood base instead of stone, it looks like. Because of the rays on the hill. So this one's going to require more logs, but less stone. So this one, we're going to be looking at 50 logs and 94 stone. Which is kind of a good thing, really. It'll help us get rid of some extra logs. Because the logs are getting out of hand again, although this building spree is going to help with that. I'm more worried about running out of stone than anything. Can you move, horse? Nope, that is too many logs. So let's only take 30, and we'll have to come back for 20. Okay, we'll take 20 and we'll have to come back for 30. Yeah, it's this slope here. It's making us do a, we can't do the stone. So this house is going to look a little out of place, but it is what it is. Okay. So that's going to be a problem. Oh, that worked. Oh, shit. Okay, he's ignoring us. That works. And we are already out of logs, because of course we are. Alright, so we had needed 30 more. Let's see if it'll let us get away with that. Nope, he can move. Not well, but he can move. Remember too, as you insulate houses, you will get build XP. I really want to down that pig, but we're so overburdened we can't even move right now, so... I wonder if I can shoot him out the window. That could be fun. No, don't rear. That's how you get hit in the head with a hammer. Ask Donkey. Oh, we can move. Not well, but we can move. This is sprinting. There we go. The necessary evils of building. Can't have nice things if you don't build, but building is not exactly fun. I feel like they did a pretty good job with the amount of resources required for building, though. I mean, if it didn't cost a bunch of resources, then it wouldn't feel like you had accomplished anything. Whereas now, when you finish a house, like, you know what went into that house, and it makes you proud to have it. Okay, so now we just need those planks. We're going to make a quick stop off to get something to drink and take a bath, though. My biggest issue, I think, with the sheep is going to be the buckets, because we're going to have to actually put buckets in her inventory, because every time that they use the buckets to make the cork and then the cheese, we're going to have the issue of... Oh, that's where all the copper is. Okay. I feel better now. Every time that they go to make the cork and then the cheese, they're going to make an empty bucket that the well person is then going to grab and use, which is going to be problematic. So we need 40 logs. Hi there, horsey. Come on, buddy. I think as soon as that filly is grown, we're gonna move the saddle onto her, so that way I'll have a black horse, and that makes me excited. And maybe she won't make me Superman off of her back into the middle of a field. Nope, we're not ready for that yet. Well, one of you is already at work. So I guess we're using the other one. Nope, we can barely move. We're using this one. Alright. Yeah, my ultimate goal for this playthrough, before I'll really be satisfied, is to get everything working where it's completely automated, and all I have to do is chill in my house. And they will make their own money, they will make the goods, they will gather the resources themselves, make the goods out of the resources, sell the goods, and then the money will just be chilling there to pay our taxes each year. They'll make enough stuff to feed themselves, they'll make, that way we don't have to do anything. I think at that point I will be satisfied. We are still quite a ways away from that, because we're going to have to get to the iron tools. We're going to have to actually get everything streamlined, get enough people, so on and so forth. And then we need to make sure that we become an heir. That's part of it. And then we need to make sure that the population is secure, that we have enough partner pairings and all of that. The horse is so bloody loud. I really don't like how loud the horse is. I much prefer the donkey noises. I have to deal with it because he's too useful, but... It's not even so much... Well, most of it's the loud, but also the frequency. Like, Donkey didn't make nearly as much noise as he did as frequently as he does. I see he was getting ready to whinny again right there. Alright, so this should get us 2 houses now. Which means that we can take on 5 people. 7 people. But, well, 2 of them will wind up in the overflow if we take on 7. But we worked through the night to get a couple more houses thrown up, so now we can go and grab some people to populate. Because I definitely want to get the markets up and selling goods. The less we have to run to town to sell stuff, the happier I will be. Also, I'm assuming, and I'm not positive on this, but I'm assuming that selling things through the market isn't going to have a money cap like how we clean out multiple villages. I don't know that that's going to be an issue anymore. I think that we'll just have a constant, steady source of income. There we go. Okay, so we know that we need 8 planks. And how many planks do we have? 12. Perfect. And we're going to need a handful of logs. I don't remember how many logs we took last time. We'll take 20. That should be plenty. And then we will grab 8 cloth from that chest that I dumped it in as we go by. So that way we should, in theory, be able to sell our hats, our shoes. And that's the other thing, is our hats and our shoes are heavy. So while they're worth the most, they are the most inefficient to carry to town. So this will allow us to take the hats and the shoes without having to actually go to town with them. And I'm hoping that once we get wool, we can start making even more profitable things. You know what? We should really build a fourth. Market stall. Because the houses come in twos and we want people paired up. So realistically, we should have 4 of them to get that to work appropriately. Okay, so I think our next one's going to go here. Yeah. So we'll do one more market stall. And this is going to be the market line running along. Like so. That sticks out a little bit too far. So we want it just after that. Okay, so never mind. Well, that sounded super strange. It was like some high-tech sound right there. Okay. So we want it... So if that's even there, we want it back just a little bit more. Do like so. You know what? That is close enough. That's pretty close. I'm pretty sure that we don't have 8 more planks. Although he may have made a couple while we were building. We are 1 plank shy. Poop. If we give it a second, will he make one? Because if we craft some, then we're going to have 2. You know what? Let's put one of our planks back, and we'll just craft one. So where's our log? And we need 8 of these guys. I suppose I don't need to be running around with a hammer out. Okay, we're just making a single pair. And that'll give us our 8 planks. So essentially, we're going to try to use the markets to sell our high value goods, because I'm pretty sure that they're not going to sell quickly. I mean, if they were able to sell like 30 in a go, I feel like that would be a little overpowered. Maybe once you get the person ranked up a bit, but I think a tier 3 in there is not going to be able to pull that kind of selling. I'm not sure, though. I've been wrong before. Whew. Alright, so there's our 4 market stalls, which will give us 2 houses worth of people. So this one's empty? Yeah, we have 2 empty houses, so if we put the diplomats in these 2 houses, we can put a producer in this house. Nope, maybe not. Was it this house? Yeah. We can put a producer in this house. We can, and then that'll give us our 4 people for there and our producer. At that point, we're going to need some harvesters. So we really need another house, but I don't want to build one right now because it's daytime. I would like to go and work on getting our people. So we're going to go see what the towns have. And we're actually going to take some stuff to sell with us, just because. I don't remember which towns I cleaned out and which ones I didn't, so we'll just check them each as we go. At least with the horse, we'll be able to get around quickly. So we've got some clay vials that we can take. We've got some feathers we can take. We could probably take some fertilizer, but we're going to leave off on that. Some straw hats, some fishing spears. The fishing spears are getting out of hand again. Some fur shoes. What else do we have? That oat grain. How's our rye grain? Nope. Okay. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to leave that alone. So I think that's going to be pretty good. Well, they're making copper hammers now, so why don't we take like half of these? We'll leave them the other half just in case, because sometimes shit happens. Alright, and then we can take the stuff off of our horse that we want to sell. I made 22 shoes. That's how we got the market stalls. Alright. So let's see what we can find. Whoop! Drop a quick save before we leave. Are you one of ours? You are! Why are you wandering this way? She keeps walking down to this town and I don't know why. Oh good, they have 3 people. Male producer? No? What about, oh fine, you're gonna make me get off the horse to show me, aren't you? No diplomat. No diplomat, no diplomat. You guys, none of you have anything that I want. Alright, so let's see if we can bankrupt your village.
Only the best products
Oh good, he has money. Okay, so let's start with the heavy stuff. I think that's going to be the smart way to play this. And then if we come up to the fur shoes and such, mead bottle, that can go away. We've got fur shoes, those weigh quite a bit, and he's out of money. So let's sell him feathers for the remainder. Oh wow, we took him to exactly 0. That's exciting. He is flat broke. I think it's funny that one family has all the money in this village. It's the husband, the wife, and the daughter that do the 3 jobs here. Alright, we left her with 1 1/4.
Bye.
Or 1 2/5, rather. Then where's her daughter? Over here.
How is life? My wares never disappoint.
Her wares might not disappoint, but her voice kinda does. Oh, we still have 86 stone knives to sell off too. And these guys are out of money. Alright, well, looks like we are headed to the next town. To Lenica! Now, if I remember right, I always go out the wrong way. There's actually an exit back over here that we found last time we were here. Yep. Excellent. So now we can go bankrupt Lenica. There is an achievement for 1,000,000 coins, and I kind of want to get it. Hey, Wolf. Good luck keeping up. Yeah, you used to be scary. Oh, there's your friend. Oh, yeah. That's so nice, just being able to run past them and not care. Hey, guys. One of you guys go to production? Please. Please, for the love of God. No. But we have ourselves 2 diplomats, a male and a female. Excellent. We're taking you and we're taking you. So there's a happy couple. Well, you feel that way now, Stesso. I mean, what year are you on? Because remember, I'm almost to 40 grand now, and we're only on, what, year 6? And honestly, I've spent more time building than I have earning money. If I'd spent time just pounding out knives and such, we'd probably have quite a bit more. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be as self-sufficient as we are. We would definitely be in the takes money to make money phase, but... Yeah, it gets so much better. You're just early yet. I have faith in you. Okay, and then we'll send you to one of the markets. Alright, and then the other newcomer is... Okay, so we're going to send you to this house. Yep. And we're going to send you to one of the other markets. Yep. Alright. And then we should be able to come over here to the markets and actually adjust what they're selling now. Is that true? I don't know how to change what they're selling. I wonder if we have to give it to them. We will experiment with that upon return to the village. So for now, we still need 2 more diplomats, and we still need... That's what I'm wondering. I think there probably is. And I just didn't see it. Are you a farmer at least? No, you're not a farmer either. So we do need a farmer for the fold, so that we can get some... Well, we can buy sheep now, but I would like to get a farmer for the fold. I believe the sheep are in Baranica. I'm not sure. I thought I had read that, but the last time I was in Baranica, it looked like a goat to me, not a sheep. And it's entirely possible that I just mistook the symbol, but likely even. But it's got me worried. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, how many of these can you take? 9. That'll do.
It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you too, buddy. Anytime you want to give me money, we can talk.
Hey, old friend. Best goods in the valley.
Let's see. She has the best goods in the valley, she says. But she's going to buy all of our stuff. Feathers.
Goodbye.
I like when you're 27 and the 20-year-old market person says that they've been a merchant since you've been in diapers. Like, I'm older than you. Of course, to be fair, that's happened to me in games before, too. I remember I was running main heals in Final Fantasy XIV, and one of the tanks was behaving erratically, and I tried to explain to him the easier way to tank the dungeon that we were in, and he said, "I've been tanking since before you were born." I was like, I don't think you have. In fact, I'm quite sure I'm older than you are.
It's in my nature.
It was definitely entertaining. I mean, I'm not particularly old, but I remember playing text-based MMOs on dial-up internet. Like, I'm not young either. Well, I guess old is subjective, though. The older you get, the older old becomes. So, you know, when you're 16, 17, 40's old. When you're in your mid-30s, 40's not old anymore.
It was nice seeing you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing worse than getting a call from your grandmother when you're mid-raid, let me tell you. Stop calling, Grandma. I'm the healer. Oh, those were the days. The sound, though, this is as squealing and annoying. Yeah! Yeah! Yep. Yep, that was a thing, too. Because they'd go to pick up the phone to make a call, and all they'd hear is squeals. Oh. The sound, as grating as that sound is, especially to people that didn't grow up with it, that sound is oddly comforting to me, even as an adult. Hearing it just brings back nostalgia memories. Why is there only one person here? Hey, at least he's useful.
How can I help you?
Alright. So we got 3 out of 4 of our merchants already. Wait a second, we have 2 houses with 1 person in them? That doesn't seem right. Who's in that one? We're gonna have to look into that. Okay, so we have 3 houses now with 1 person in them. So that's our female producer. That's also a female producer. That's what's going on. So we need a female diplomat and 2 male producers and 2 farmers. And then I think we'll be squared away. But do you need something quick and easy, or are you going to be a pain in my ass? Need your help. Terrible storm destroyed our house. No, I am not helping you rebuild your house. Last time you all wanted a crap ton of logs, and I'm not cutting down every tree in the forest for you. Wait, did I run out of things to sell finally? I think we did. I think we finally ran out of things to sell. We bankrupted 3 villages, but we eventually ran out of things to sell. Wait, did we hit 40 grand? Oh yeah, we hit 40 grand. Excellent. There for a while I was trying to make 5 grand a season, but I don't know, it was starting to get out of hand. I was spending so much time crafting and trying to sell stuff that it was eating into other activities. Yeah, I hear you, duckies. Alright, who do we have here? So this is the donkey place. Oh, we needed to buy a female baby donkey, or a female donkey for Donkey, so he can have a mate to retire with. How much are you? You're 3 grand? How much are you guys? You're only 2 grand, and I'm imagining you only take a couple of years to grow up, so we're gonna buy you and give you to Donkey as a mate. He's gotta wait for her to grow up, but it shouldn't take very long. And I think the minimum life expectancy for a donkey is like 15 years, and ours isn't nearly that old, so... Hey look, there's a female... Oh my god! Hey, there's a female farmer. Excellent.
How's life treating you?
We'll take you, and we'll take you. So, I totally misread Bogna's name as Baloney. So she's got a 3 in hunting. She's got a 3 in farming. Do you know how much money vendors have? So, usually it's around 2 grand, Venus. Most of them are between like 1,800 and 2,200 that I've seen. And then they reset every season. So, and there's usually 3 to 4 per town. We made a loop. We bankrupted 3 different villages making our loop. But we made a loop specifically to hit them up for that reason. Let's see, fold. Now, as far as our merchant shacks, I don't think they have one. I think it's just based on what they can sell. But I'm not positive. We're still kind of experimenting with that to see how it works. Okay, so we got our farmer. And then our other one was also a female diplomat. So that one we're going to move in with one of the guys. I don't know which house that is, though. Oh, well, it's easy, because he's the only guy. Like, the other two have females in them. So that's all of our market stalls are now manned. Or womaned, as it were. So that'll be nice when we get back home if we can figure out how they work and actually start making money off of them. So we still need a male farmer, ideally. And we still need 2 male producers. You have 11 stalls and over 4 mil. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, producers maybe? You're a fisher. You're a farmer. We needed a male farmer though, didn't we? He's a digger. We did need a new digger. And he's a producer.
How is life treating you?
Okay. So him we can actually do stuff with. They'll buy spoiled food. Oh, yeah, because they don't take the poison effect off the food that's almost ready to rot. Okay, so he is our new producer. So we will put him in with one of these gals. Yes. And as for his job, we can put him in the other kitchen. Now we do need another digger because one of our diggers is preggers. And we're going to... So we actually need 2 more diggers. We just don't have the housing for them. Because one is out with child and one is the mine once we get it up and going. I really need another farmer, but I think we need a male farmer. I think we can only take males right now. As far as houses go... Let's see. Yep, that needs a male. And that needs a male. Yes. Yep, so a male farmer and a male producer are all that we can grab right now. Let's see here. So Baranica is where we're going to get our sheepies too. Now that we actually have somebody to man the fold. Manifold. Man the fold. I thought it was funny. Alright, what do we have here? We have nothing but females here, which is unfortunate because we can't take on any more females. So let's find the sheepies. Sheepies. Yeah, see, that symbol doesn't look like a sheep to me. It looks like a goat. But that is a sheep. Holy crap, you can fit a lot of them in there. They're going to be super cramped because I did not give them a very big fenced-in area to live in. Oh, let's buy an extra one just because. Are there any more females left? No? Well, I guess we could do 2 males. Well, no. I really want more females than males because we want the milk as well for cheese. Okay, so let's head down to Borowo. Yeah, I hear you, horse. You sure do make a lot of noise, buddy. I should probably eat something soon. That there's an overturned cart. Ooh, free wool. Really? I wouldn't make any difference for the wool, I wouldn't think, but you would think that, you know, you can't really milk a male. I mean, you can, but that's the kind of stuff that's not YouTube safe, if you get my meaning. No, sheep do too. It says in the technology when you go down to the fold. Doop, 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 doop. Type of animal husbandry building workers employed here will provide buckets of milk and wool. That's why I wasn't going to do goats or cows, because we can get milk from the sheep. Or do goats also go in the fold? Is that what's going on? I suppose that didn't occur to me, but it's entirely possible that two different types of animals go into the same building. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes much more sense. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, so which house am I throwing the male producer in? Wilburga. Just one of the 100% houses. Okay.
Hello there.
That's probably not a bad idea. I might need to build a second fold specifically for goats then. House. Yes. Now, who still needs producers? I know somebody needed a producer. The blacksmith. The blacksmith needed the producer. There we go. Okay, so it looks like all that we can take on right now is a male farmer. So let's head down to Gustovia and see what they've got before we head home. Yeah, I figured cheese would be worth it for the money. It's also worth it for the food. I mean, they give 65. Yeah, I figured. So do the male goats give milk as well? Okay. He is a male farmer. Perfect. We actually got everything we were looking for. I can't believe it. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with cows. I don't know why. I'm anti-cow apparently. Which is funny because I sure do love steak. But that's maybe it's because I lived next to a feedlot for like 10 years. I just don't like cows. Okay, so let's put them in the stable for now to see if they will make us more horsies. Alright, now we can head home. Because we do need some more people, but we do not have housing for them, so it is what it is. I would like to get us 2 more harvesters at some point as well. And we need to actually set things up for sale in the markets now that we have 4 of them up and ready to go. I should probably eat something before dude starts starving. And I accidentally hit it one too many times and drank one of the good healing potions. Hopefully this camp hasn't respawned up here. Let's try not to Superman right in front of the wolves. Did you get a chance, Venus, to see that in the last episode? Where I hit a rock and basically went flying? Oh, come on. There wasn't even anything there. It wasn't as good as the last time, though. Okay, we are gonna have to make some shears. I got some ridiculously good distance. It was... And it had a completely delayed reaction from me, because I spent like a full 20 seconds staring at the screen going, did that just happen? Yeah, right on the edge of my field there's a rock. And I hit the rock. And he did a full-on Superman. Like, he had his arms spread and everything, flying headfirst across the field. And then he landed and slid on his belly like a penguin. He almost made it all the way across the field. Oh, it was funny. Oh, does it have to be bronze? They have to be bronze. Alright, fine. I don't know how fast they're going to go through these, so we're only going to make 3 for now. Yeah, I suppose you could do it on purpose to land on a building. I was finishing up the final quest, though, and was headed back to the house to grab some supplies. So I was trying to hurry before the season shifted to fall. And, yeah, just completely out of nowhere. Okay, so we're going to have to buy some goats, too. I wonder what town goats are in. Let's find a villager to ask. You there.
Hello.
Hello! She's so friendly. Where can I find farm animals? Goats. Danica.
Goodbye.
Danica is like right here. Excellent. That's our town that's close by. So let's grab a male and a female of them as well. I mean, we've got the money. We were almost at 40 grand. We've spent almost 20 grand just on animals. So I've heard mixed things in various posts and things across the internet about whether or not animals will mate with or without a handler. Some people say that you have to have a handler for them to mate, and some people say that you don't. So I don't have one in the donkey shed, but I do have one in the horse shed. And I know that it's only a chance for them to mate anyway, but I want to see how that shakes out. There's a male goat. Because that's like, you don't technically have to feed your farm animals. They will still produce, they just produce significantly less. And but they won't starve to death on you. I do believe we've actually officially spent 20 grand now. Yes, we have. We went from 40 grand to 20 grand. Okay, so we need to build a house to get people out of the overflow house, and then we need to build a house to get our harvesters a place to live. So we need 2 more houses still. Do coins weigh anything? I should probably look into that. No, they don't. You would think with the level of realism that they were going for that coins would actually have a weight, but they do not. Do we have any? We don't have enough dandelion to make another one. Damn it. That wasted potion. We should have a spare healing potion too, though. We do. We have 34 of them. Yeah, that's going to be a thing too. As my heir is already getting up there, and then one of the townsfolk's kids is also there. Let's see. So we've got some fur shoes. We've got some straw hats. And then we've got... What else could we put up for sale? Got a shit ton of firewood that we could sell. Oh, that's exciting. Your heir's almost there. Alright, so let's see. So how do you actually put stuff for sale here? I don't know how to... Right, I was in management. So if we come down to the... Change good type. I don't have anything there. Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Oh, that's each day. I don't know that I want to sell a bunch of that. Okay, so I need to put all of the stuff that I just pulled out back into storage. Did you catch that, Stesso, for when you get your market up? It's like the horse, where you have to put things in your horse's inventory and then go to your own inventory and hit H to actually equip it on the horse. The market's the same way. You have to go into management and then you have to hit C. Okay. Because that was going to start to frustrate me real quick. There are some things in this game that are very intuitive, and then there are some things in this game that are not. Okay. So we should be able to... I forgot to change the management for the fold as well. So we're going to want to... So 5 wool a day would be nice. Then I guess do the rest in milk. We're going to have to make some buckets for them. And we're going to have to actually put them in there, or the lady on the well is going to take them all. Because she's a bitch that way. So let's take some logs and get ourselves some planks. Fair, fair. I played it way back in the day when it very first came out. I put it on my wish list, and one of my friends bought it for my birthday. So that was probably 3 years ago. And I played it quite a bit for a while, but I was disappointed by the single player and got bored fairly quick and moved on to other things playing with my friends. But I have recently come back to it because of all the changes that they've made. And they're doing another version here soon that the same friend that bought it for me was interested in, where it's basically it's medieval Dynasty, but it's in the feudal era in Japan. And he is absolutely obsessed with Japanese culture, so he wants to play that one, and it's coming with multiplayer from the get-go. So he's super excited about it, and I'm sure I'm gonna wind up playing it with him. But I much prefer European history to Japanese history. And they are working on, well, yeah, I think you were the one that commented about the new map, the Oxbow, and then the multiplayer is coming soon as well. I unfortunately didn't notice that. The change to multiplayer is what ultimately got me back into the game to begin with. But I didn't see it in time to get in on the beta, unfortunately. But that's okay, because if I had gotten in on the beta, I couldn't do a series, because they're all under NDA. So there's that. That's why we haven't seen anything on it yet. Oop, season change. Oh. Trying to steal resources. We could let him go and banish him. We can cut his hands off, or we can order somebody to cut his hands off. What do you guys think? We got a thief. He was trying to steal stuff from us. Do we let him go and banish him? Do we cut his hands off? Or do we make one of the villagers cut his hands off? Frankly, I'm thinking either we cut his hands off or we let him go, because I don't want to make other people do stuff that I'm not willing to do myself. Don't cut hands? But he's a thief. That used to be a very common punishment for that. Oh. Well, now I wish I didn't know that, because it was more fun when I was just trying to decide what I would actually do as a leader. So you have to let him go, then. 1% of crafting items removed from storage. I've been trying to play it like I would an actual, like if I was in charge of the village. Like we even, we exiled, Unagast instead of... Oh, shit. 50% of materials? Or 50% of happiness? Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. Oh. So basically, I just got a really, really lucky die roll, or you had a really unlucky one.
Good day.
my kid's obsessed with horses. I don't know why. I guess, to be fair, I was obsessed with horses until I got one, so... Like, not in real life, but in game. There's no way in hell I could afford a horse in real life. They are way too expensive. Both the animal and the upkeep. Right, I never did actually set them to sell stuff. Oh, that's... Okay, so the resource stall. These things damage quick. So let's change that again to clothes. Please? Thank you. Oh, well, I guess we could do like 1 and 1, because that seems to be more or less what they're making. Well, let's see. What are they making? If we go into our sewing hut. No resources. We're out of straw? How the hell did that happen? Okay, so we're making almost 4 of these a day. So we need him to sell 4 a day of the shoes. The mother from straw? So we need to set this to 4. Okay, apparently. That's going to be the best he can do. Well, that'll get better as his happiness goes up, though, so we're not going to worry about that over much. So then this person we want to sell... Could we have them sell food? Could I have them sell our dried fish? Oh, right. Oh, shit, no, you're right, because that's... The straw comes from the excavation shack. You are absolutely right. Yeah, no, that is accurate. Okay. So we've got a clothes stall, a food stall. Now what do we want this one to sell? Fair enough. Could have them sell tools and stone knives. Maybe. Stone. Why are these not alphabetical? Really? You can't make them line up alphabetically? I've been doing, because for the same amount of leather as a simple bag and 10 fur on top of it, you can get significantly more money for the fur shoes. That's why I did. That's why I went that route. Bags, I just gave a bunch to storage for them, but I'm seriously considering doing something with that. I guess stone knives really aren't the best thing to make for money anymore, because the whole idea behind those was they are light, so they were easy to carry and sell, but we don't need them to be light to sell them through these market stalls. That's the whole idea. We can use these to make significantly more money because of that. So I need to rethink what we want to do for sale. What do vials come in under? Is that a resource? Oh, you get full price. Excellent. Okay, now I have to see how much of those we're making each day. So we are making 9 vials, 9.5 vials, and 7.6 clay each day. So 9.5 and 7.6. And then I guess we can sell some logs, because we have so many logs. No. It might be better to sell our excess firewood. What if we sold like 20 extra firewood a day? I don't want to get rid of all of it, though. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out exact amounts for this. I feel like maybe 4 stalls may have been a bit overkill. At least until we get some more production running. Because we still have a whole nother stall that we haven't touched, and this one's only at 40%. Oh, I'm sure the level 10s are probably nuts. That's why I'm trying to, because you have how many they'll sell per day. So I'm trying to work out how much we're making per day versus how much I'm willing to sell per day. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why we're down to 207 flaxseed. We should have had 210 in there. Alright, we're just going to leave it at that, and we'll have one stall that's not selling anything at the moment, I guess. I should have them sell something, though, because we need them to gain XP. Okay, so if we look at our smithies, we've got these guys. They are making around 5 stone knives a day. So maybe that's what we'll have the third one sell, even though the other ones aren't at max usage yet. Whoops. So we'll do tools in this one, and we'll do the stone knives. You know, we'll just have them sell max. Sure. So, it's going to bark at us that they run out of materials fairly frequently, I'm sure. Because we're only making 4.5, and they're trying to sell like 20. But, it'll do. So we've got all of our copper tools being crafted. But at least they're all assigned to something, so they will get XP. That's important. What's wrong with the fold? No resources. Buckets! Because I made the damn planks and I never made the damn buckets. I swear, sometimes I have the attention span of a rabid squirrel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to craft some stuff myself just because the workers are slow. It is what it is. But and we have a building cap of 65, so I can always start doubling and tripling up on stuff to get more product out. Especially since we're done with the quest line and we're making more than enough food to sustain ourselves. So past this point, nothing else really matters. At this point, it's all about money and getting the stuff up where we want it. And besides, building more houses for more workers just gets us that much closer to the mine. So to get sour milk, do you just let it spoil, basically? Oh, alright. Well, enjoy your dinner, and thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Okay, this looks super cool, because I have each of them selling something different. Their stalls look different. Like, this one's all clothing. This one's all foods. This one's all materials, and I'm assuming this one's all tools. This is so cool! Each stall looks different, because we changed what they're selling. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. And I'm really glad that we didn't just, like, double or quadruple up on selling one item. Because that would make our stalls very boring. Yeah, that makes me very happy. I can dig it. Bye, Venus. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's see if we can't get ourselves another house up, as we are going to need some diggers. Why is it so tall? I don't want it so tall. Yeah, see, I'd like it like that, but it won't do it. Well, we could put a couple of houses in here, I suppose. And there's nothing that says that it has to be a perfect line. Okay. So that's the most that way. Let's... Well, we just reached town development. Now, I don't know that we can fit another one there. Which means this might become part of the fenced-in area for the horses. You need to grow up, little one, so I can ride you. Okay, so we're actually going to move the window in this house. Because there will be a window right here. And it's going to basically face nothing. So we're going to put it here so that at least they have somewhat of a view. Right, I didn't check to see if that was our wife that had that quest or not. It is.
Hello.
Some blasted knave accused my baby boy of stealing and demands financial repercussions. Stealing? Oh. Okay, so a 3-year-old stole an iron sickle. I don't also know 1,600 coins for one is not. Wait, she said it happened in Borowo, so why is the quest like... Oh, we have to talk to our kid. That's why. Never stolen in my life. Now it wants us to go to Borowo. Alright, well, let's handle that. Oh, that's Donkey. Where's a horse? You're Donkey's friend. Yeah, we're gonna have farm animals all over the village now because I did not fence in the horses or the donkeys. And the buildings are too far forward to fence without stretching way out into the road now. So there's just gonna be donkeys and horses in the streets. Whoops. Alright, Donkey. We're gonna go see a man about a sickle. I wonder if I'll get to kill him. Woo! I kinda hope I get to kill him, just saying. Jump! So I think this time we'll just go in with our spear out. Just to be assholes about it. If I see you looking at my family ever again, we're gonna come back here, shove my fist up your ass so far your eyes are gonna pop. Ha! That's fantastic. You know what? My son didn't steal anything from you. So if I were to go into your house, I wouldn't find any sickle, right? We're gonna find the sickle in his house, aren't we? We were in his house. No. I don't know which house is his house. That's the problem. Not that one. So I don't want to steal anything from some rando. This isn't even a house. This must be a workshop tier 3. No, not in there either. I don't believe he ever had an iron sickle, to be completely honest. And I also don't know which house is his. I'm betting that we're not going to find one in his house, though, because I'm betting he never had one to begin with. Also, I think we've been in all the houses now. Did we go in both these? I mean, either way, I'm not paying him. I'll let the quest expire before I'll pay him. Is giving him a sickle an option?
Hello, traveler. Goodbye.
I really don't want to give him 1,600 coins, though. I mean, we've got the money. We'll still have 20 grand if we give it to him. But I don't feel like paying him is the right option, because then he's just going to get away with it. Maybe we'll just... Broken. Whoa, whoa! He called our wife a lunatic bitch. That is not okay. Alright, fine. Now I am gonna now I want to figure out where he lives and steal everything that's not bolted down. I can't believe he called our wife a bitch. A survivalist wouldn't be bad to replace our herbalist. Wait, who's short on tools? The well. The well's always short on tools. That's nothing new. The fishing shack needs repaired again. I feel like all I do is repair the fishing shack. What's the sewing hut out of? Oh, right, straw. We knew that. And then the tool stall is out of tools to sell. We also knew that. So if we go to our excavation sheds... So we could back off our clay a little bit and up our straw. We really need like 20 straw a day though. I guess we could back off our limestone a little bit too. Take it down to 15. Well, that gives us 21 straw a day. That'll do. Because he uses... Is it 20 or 30 straw for the hat? If we go into production and sewing hut, the flat straw hat uses 30 straw. So we need 30 straw a day. Not 20. We have coming out of this one. So let's take the limestone out of the equation. And let's put our stone all the way up. So that gave us an extra 15 stone. So we can reduce our stone on this one by 15, well, by all of it basically. And then go for 30 straw. And then take the limestone back up for the rest. Okay, that'll work. I would still like to get another excavation person, but all of our houses are currently filled. Except for the one that we are building. So... we can't get an excavation person right now. Ideally we would have 2. Because that will help us fill back up the excavation shed, and that will give us an additional for when we get the mine. That we can find something else for them to do until then. So how are we doing on our technology tree for building? So we need 600 now. Okay, so just in the handful of things that we built today, we went up by over 100. So it's doable. We're just going to have to build a bunch of shit. As far as crafting, to get down to the workshop 3, we need to get down to the smithy 3 as soon as possible. Because that's where the iron tools come from. Even if we get the mine unlocked, if we don't have the ability to work iron... I mean, we can still make the bronze tools and sell those. But it's... I really want the iron as soon as possible. And that's going to come from crafting. I mean, we unlocked the market stall last night. So just in today, we've gone up almost another 500 points in crafting. So I feel like we can push that further. The more people that we have producing and then ourselves producing is going to keep that going up. So that's definitely something to work on. I would like to eventually build an extra smithy and potentially another excavation shack to keep that rolling, just to keep more goods coming in to sell. I think that's going to help quite a bit. Yeah. But we are basically selling all of the feathers that we're making, and we're selling the stuff that we're making out of the leather and the fur. We're really going to need another sewing hut, because he's, even though we're in the tier 2 version of it, he's still in there by himself. Like, it won't let us add a second person. So I think we're eventually going to have to find another producer and add another one of those to be able to keep up on some of the materials that we're after. But we should have some wool coming in now. And some, let's look at the fold, shall we? So we've only got 0.46 wool coming in a day, or buckets coming in a day. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. Nope. Okay, there we go. So now we have half a bucket of milk coming in a day and 5 wool coming in a day. So we can use the wool for some of the recipes that we haven't been able to use yet. So if we go into our tech and to the sewing hut 2, I did already purchase wool thread and wool fabric. So what would be a good thing to make out of wool? So 2 wool fabric will make a hood, which sells for 330. And because we're not selling to a village, we actually get 330. We don't get the half of it anymore. So I think that's going to be a good way to do this. We'll just buy the recipe for the hood. Wait, does the fur hood? So the fur hood uses the same amount of wool fabric, but it also uses 4 fur. So based on what we're pulling in for fur currently, because we're using we have the right amount of fur and leather coming in, but we're using some of the leather on leather bags, simple bags rather. So I think, yeah. So that's a thing. So I think what we'll do, since we have a discrepancy there, we wind up with more fur than leather, is we will actually make it a point to build the fur hoods instead. So if we look at our wool, how much have we brought in? So we brought in 2, and we've got, oh no, we brought in 4. And then we've got 2. And then we can take all of our fur and leather. So let's take 96 leather. That was 98. I can't count. Okay, so 96 leather is going to be 12 crafts, which is 120 fur. So we'll take all of the fur. Whoops. And then we will use that to make a bunch of fur hoods that we can then sell through the vendor. Yeah, we're going to stop selling stuff at the store, I think, unless it's an odd thing that we don't have much of. Because we're going to get full price out of these guys. Yep, I need that, bud. Oh, it takes 8 wool to make a single thread. Shit. And it takes 1 thread to make 1 fabric. Okay, so it's not... I don't know why, but I thought it was going to be a 1-to-1. I mean, even flax is 10-to-1. So we should have bought more sheepies. That's alright, though. As her happiness goes up, she'll be able to pull in more wool. So let's go to hoods and fur hoods. At least we can make 2 of them. I think eventually we're going to have to get another fold and have a separate one for goats and one for sheep. Because we're going to need a lot more wool coming in to make this something that we can automate. Also, the craft time on these is horrendous. And that's with the 30% craft speed. Right, boots. Alright, so at this point, it's basically going to be a bunch of crafting to try to get as far as we can down that tree. So, as we normally do at about this time, we are going to go ahead and call it on the stream. Because it's just going to be crafting at this point. So, if you learned anything useful or had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night. And we'll talk to you later, Stesso.